I...
Sure. Park, players and coach. Any questions?
Coach, just general thoughts on the game.
Oh, wow. Kids went out like soldiers. What an unbelievable comeback. That comeback defines our team, defines our year. Nobody thought we'd be here. People probably left and thought the game was over. One of the most resilient bunches I've ever coached in 23 years. I've never been prouder of a team the way I am of this team. Just went out like champions. Just came up a possession or two short.
Coach, you came back numerous times throughout the game, getting down 5 points, getting down 6 points, getting down 10 points, and then you would always come back when you just couldn't seem to get over that hump to like get a bigger lead. Just talk about that, the amount of times you guys had to come back. Did it wear on you in the end? I mean, obviously not, but just your thoughts on the multiple times you had to come back.
I think Newtown's a great team. I mean, Mike Daniels and I have coached against each other for going on 20 years now, and he's a phenomenal coach. He does a great job with his kids. And I just thought it was a great basketball game. And just if we could have just gotten the lead, I think then when we got it to one and there was a loose ball and, we fouled and give them credit, they knocked down their free throws. I think them knocking down their free throws was crucial, I think was the difference in the game.
Aaron, you guys are down 14 with 3 minutes to go. What was said? How were you guys able to keep your composure and mount that furious comeback?
Well, Coach Glick always tells us it's never over. If we keep it close, within 3 minutes, 4 minutes, we're going to pull the game out. But, the ball didn't roll on our side this game. So, it really came down to free throws. So, got to hit free throws to win games.
Justin, tough night for you shooting the ball. Were you lacking some confidence there at the end, or just talk about how you were, just a tough night overall. How were you able to kind of try to get through that?
I was trying to get over the hump. I was missing free throws, missing shots, but I tried to get my way through getting offensive rebounds, putting it back up, and it was working for me, but it didn't work enough, and it just kept knocking down free throws. We couldn't get over that hump.
Isaiah, how much did their length? How many problems did that present for you guys? How were you able to? It seemed like you got used to it as the game went on, but what sort of problems did it present for you guys?
The length was the majority of the problem. Every time we drove, we tried to make extra passes or extra plays, and we just couldn't because their length was so long. So we tried to up fake on them to get them in the air. When we did, they just had extra length, so they would either block it or we get the foul call. And again, we just miss our free throws.
The experience of just being here, can you guys, any of you, can you speak to that, what it was like coming out here, playing on the Maryland's floor in front of this big crowd?
I would say it was great. It was a great feeling. I love playing with all my teammates, from the first man to the last man, and we had a great year, so it was great playing on the floor.
Coach, you've been in the coaching game for quite a while. Can you talk? Have you ever had a group that's improved as much from one year to the next year, as from last year to this year with these guys?
That's a great question, Mark. If I have, it doesn't pop into the front of my mind. Since I've been at Gwynn Park, this group has improved more than any group from one year to the next. From a 10-13 record last year, which was our only under 500 season we've had in my 10 years, to going 24-3 and upsetting Douglas twice and playing head-to-head against Baltimore's #1 team in Newtown. I couldn't be prouder, and I think that Justin transferring in added a lot to us, and I think really just our kids really bought into the weightlifting program and the off-season program, and the proof was in the pudding at the end of the year.
Marlon, what will you take from this season? What will you remember about this team?
I remember every experience I had with this team. This is one of my favorite teams I've been on out of 4 years in high school. And I won't forget the experience. It sucked that we got to go out like this, but I won't forget the experience.
And talk about that play when you went up for that dunk, and that guy got an intentional foul, double text, a lot of emotion, a lot of testosterone there. Talk about that play.
Yeah, when I seen it, I was just like, I'm gonna go for it. Maybe the momentum will swing, so I just went up for it. But he had a great block on it. They called it a foul. It was a great play for both of us. So I just tried to switch the momentum of the game. Get our team a little more momentum, so we could go out and win the game, but then turn up on our side. So,
Mike, in retrospect, do you wonder about maybe going to the press sooner, given how much they struggled against it?
Well, I think we did press in the first half. It was a different kind of press. It was more of a 2-1-2 press, and then we ended up going to our 1-2-2 court trapping press. Mark, we don't play a lot of guys. We're not exceptionally deep team, so we were in foul trouble with C.J. Miller and Collins, so we didn't want to extend ourselves in the first half and go to that press. And that's kind of our go-to press when we're at the end of games. And I thought we called it at the right time. It put us in position to win. Just the ball just didn't bounce our way. And a possession here and a possession there. And to comment over on Aaron's plays is two big-time Division I football players going head-to-head, and it just shows you that there's a lot of guys out there that are great two-sport athletes. And number 0, I got a lot of respect for, and Aaron, I got a lot of respect for. And they're going to both do big things on the football field.
Hey, what school are you going to?
Rhode Island.